Good morning, English 9. We are in the last step of our mini project this week, and my hope is that even if you haven't done anything else, maybe you just watched a couple of videos, didn't do the quiz, didn't do the step 2, if you haven't done anything else, I'm still hopeful that you'll be willing to jump into this third step because it's a chance for you to have your own voice, your own perspective. It's a chance for you to create instead of just respond to what I have out there. So this whole week is about that last step of that project. We have technically 3 days of school. Wednesday is kind of an off day. That doesn't mean you couldn't get work done on Wednesday if that's easier for you. But I am not available because the district has a whole bunch of virtual meetings we're doing to try to better figure out how to help you guys online. There's a spirit week this week that I hope some of you get into and a chance to maybe find some normality in everything that's going on. So the last step of the project is all I need you to focus on, and that last step may carry many of you into next week, depending on what angle you take. But the whole goal of this last step, and I'll have a video where I talk through the document posted out later today if you need some guidance. But the whole goal of this last step is you taking your own creative approach to tackle a word or two that you think is relevant now that we're in this whole safer at home period of our lives. We did grit and resiliency. That's what Mrs. Hovey and I focused on because we thought that was, something that many of you could maybe benefit from, might be relevant to what you're going through. You could certainly choose to focus on those words in your own way, or you could choose any other word that kind of represents what you're going through, what you're feeling, what you think is important right now. We watched the Prince Ia video. He chose fear and how people respond to that. You could do hope, you could do struggle, you could do boredom, you could do creativity, you could do any type of word that you think is a good representation of what the online experience has been like, what the safer at home world has been like. And your goal with that word or those words is to create something, whether it's a slam poem, a goofy video, a journal entry, a short story, a fake interview between people where you're pretending like you're, doing a Today Show interview or you're Jimmy Fallon at night, something where you create a conversation, a performance, a poem, something that puts your stamp on that word, something that shows your thoughts about that word or captures the importance of that word right now. And I know this is going to be intimidating for many of you because there's no specific plan to follow, but that's purpose. We want to see you try to create and build on your own, to have the freedom to just go any direction you please and create a piece that puts your stamp on something you're thinking. If you have no clue where to start with that, that's where live sessions this week might be good. You shoot me an email, hey, I don't really know what to do. We could have an online conversation where we talk through possible ideas, figure out what you would be comfortable, what you wouldn't be comfortable with. And, in a 5 to 10 minute chat session, we could get you up and running. My hope is that some of you, I know nothing ever works for all, but my hope is that some of you can find some real creativity, some passion in this, and you can find your own personal voices, your own personal perspectives, the things that you care about, the things that you want people to be thinking about, or the things that you're frustrated with, and you're going to find a way to share those out with the world being me, but you're going to share them out with the world in a way that's purposeful, that's thoughtful, that's creative, that's polished, that shows that you really care. So that's your goal for the week. And like I said, it might spill into next week for some of you. That's okay. But I would really like to hear what some of your ideas are or what directions you might take with this. So shoot me an email or shoot me a request for a live chat and we can work through it.